Have you ever wondered why some traders turn just $100 into a million, while most struggle to break even? The truth isn't about luck, fancy indicators, or insider secrets. It's about mindset. In trading, your mind is the real market. Every fear, every impulsive decision, every quick win temptation can either make you or break you. The difference between a $100 trader and a millionaire trader isn't just strategy. It's the way they think, act, and react. This video is your roadmap to developing the 12 powerful mindsets that separate the winners from the losers. Each chapter is packed with practical insights, real stories, and exercises you can use today to transform not just your trades, but your approach to wealth, risk, and life itself. If you're ready to stop chasing luck and start mastering your mind, then turn the page and let's build the mindset of a millionaire trader.
Chapter 1. Think like a millionaire. Have you ever watched someone start with almost nothing and somehow end up with millions and wondered, how did they do it? Most of us assume it's luck, timing, or connections, but the truth is far simpler and far more powerful. What separates a $100 trader from a millionaire trader isn't the money they start with, the indicators they use, or the hot tip they chase. It's the way they think. It's their mindset. Your mind is the foundation of every trade you make. Before you place your first order, before you study charts or analyze trends, your mindset is already influencing the outcome. A trader who thinks small sees small results. They worry about losing, chase instant gains, and panic at the first sign of a red candle. But a millionaire trader thinks differently. They view every challenge as a lesson, every loss as feedback, and every opportunity as part of a bigger picture. They understand that trading isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. I remember my first real account. I had $200 and dreams bigger than my experience. I thought a single trade could change everything. I entered the market full of excitement, and within hours, I had lost $50. I was devastated. I felt like quitting, like the market had beaten me before I even started. But that loss taught me a lesson I would carry for decades. Your mindset shapes your money more than your strategy ever will. That single $50 loss forced me to reflect. I realized I wasn't thinking like a trader. I was thinking like someone who wanted to get rich quick. I was letting fear and impatience control my decisions. That's the exact opposite of a millionaire mindset. Millionaire traders approach the market with a sense of calm purpose. They know that wealth doesn't appear overnight. Instead of obsessing over one trade, they focus on consistency, discipline, and preparation. They think in terms of probabilities rather than certainties. When most traders panic after a loss, a millionaire trader steps back, reviews their strategy, and identifies what went wrong without blaming luck or the market. This ability to stay rational under pressure is cultivated, not inherited. Anyone can develop it with practice. One of the most important shifts in mindset is moving from scarcity thinking to abundance thinking. Scarcity thinking is the belief that there's only so much money to be made, that every opportunity someone else takes is a loss for you. It leads to fear-based trading, chasing the market, and hoarding trades that aren't right. Abundance thinking, on the other hand, recognizes that opportunities are everywhere. The market doesn't owe you anything, but it also doesn't limit you. A $100 account can become $1 million not because the trader got lucky, but because they saw the long-term possibilities and acted accordingly. Take the story of Jason, for example. Jason started with $100 while working a full-time job in Chicago. He didn't have advanced degrees or insider connections. What he did have was patience and the right mindset. Every week, he treated his trades like a business, carefully studying patterns, journaling his decisions, and learning from every mistake. He didn't obsess over one trade or feel devastated by losses. 10 years later, Jason's small account had grown into a portfolio worth over $2 million. The difference wasn't in his strategy, it was in his consistent, disciplined mindset. He thought like a millionaire before the money even existed. Thinking like a millionaire also means thinking beyond money. True wealth in trading isn't just the dollars you accumulate. It's the habits, the discipline, and the decision-making framework you develop. A trader with this mindset doesn't see the market as an enemy to beat or a jackpot to hit. They see it as a system that rewards preparation, patience, and learning. They focus on what they can control: their knowledge, their risk management, and their emotional responses. They understand that fear and greed are not enemies to suppress, but signals to interpret. Another common mistake new traders make is comparing themselves to others. Social media and forums are full of people bragging about big wins, but focusing on other traders' results fosters envy and impulsive decisions. Millionaire traders ignore the noise. They measure progress by their own growth, not by the temporary successes or failures of others. They set realistic goals, track their performance meticulously, and celebrate small wins as milestones on a much larger journey. Developing this mindset takes deliberate practice. Start by reflecting on your daily habits and thoughts. Are you looking for shortcuts or easy wins? Do you panic when things go wrong? Are you focusing on the process or only on the results? Shifting your mindset begins with awareness. Then replace fear with curiosity, impatience with patience, and scarcity with abundance. Journaling your thoughts, reviewing your trades, and asking yourself, "What can I learn from this?" after every trade will train your brain to think long-term. Millionaire thinking is not just about staying disciplined in trading. It spills into every area of life. People who cultivate this mindset notice themselves making better financial choices, approaching problems more calmly, and investing in opportunities rather than gambling on luck. They understand that wealth is a byproduct of consistent, intelligent behavior rather than a result of fleeting inspiration. In essence, this chapter is about rewiring your brain to see trading differently. It's about transforming the way you approach risk, reward, and personal growth. When you start thinking like a millionaire, $100 is no longer a limitation. It's a seed. With the right mindset, every small trade, every mistake, and every learning moment compounds into something far greater than money. It compounds into confidence, discipline, and eventually, wealth. Remember, the market is not out to get you. It's neutral. It doesn't care whether you win or lose. What matters is how you think, how you act, and how you grow. Millionaire traders understand this. They know that before they can master the market, they must master themselves. And that's exactly what this chapter is designed to help you do. Cultivate the mindset that will turn your $100 into the first step toward $1 million.
Chapter 2. Play the long game. Have you ever met someone who seemed to achieve wealth almost effortlessly, only to realize later that their journey was anything but instant? The truth is, the path to financial freedom and trading success isn't about chasing the next big hit or hoping for a miracle trade. It's about patience, discipline, and playing the long game. Traders who succeed consistently understand that wealth isn't a result of a single lucky trade. It's the sum of countless, small, disciplined decisions made over months and years. I remember talking to one of my mentors, a trader who started with less than $500 in his account. He told me, "I didn't make millions overnight, and I didn't even think about it at first. I just focused on doing the right thing every day, even when it didn't feel exciting." That advice hit me hard because, like most new traders, I was obsessed with instant results. I wanted every trade to be a jackpot. I wanted to see my account grow tenfold in weeks. But reality quickly showed me that the market doesn't reward impatience or impulsive decisions. Playing the long game in trading is much like planting a tree. You water it every day, give it sunlight, and protect it from harm. You don't dig it up after a week to see if it's grown. Most new traders make the mistake of constantly looking for shortcuts. They chase hot tips, gamble on high-risk trades, or believe that a single indicator can make them rich. But the millionaire traders understand that growth is a gradual process. Every consistent, well-planned trade is like adding a layer of soil to your tree. Over time, these layers compound, and what seemed small at first becomes something substantial. Compounding is the real secret behind playing the long game. In trading, compounding isn't just about reinvesting profits. It's about compounding your knowledge, discipline, and habits. Every time you reflect on a loss, study a chart, or refine your strategy, you're compounding your abilities. Imagine a trader who improves just 1% each day. That may seem insignificant, but over a year, that growth compounds into something extraordinary. Millionaire traders aren't necessarily smarter than everyone else. They simply improve consistently, day after day, without chasing shortcuts. Rituals play a huge role in reinforcing this mindset. Most millionaire traders have daily routines that set them up for success. Some start their day reviewing their trading journal. Others meditate for 15 minutes to clear their mind before the market opens, while many dedicate time to reading charts and analyzing patterns without feeling the pressure to act. These routines aren't glamorous, but they build mental resilience and discipline. When you repeat positive habits consistently, your mind starts to act automatically, reducing emotional trading mistakes. A mistake almost every beginner makes is focusing on results instead of process. They measure success by the amount of money in their account after a week or a month. This creates stress, leads to overtrading, and often results in losses. Playing the long game requires a shift in perspective. Instead of asking, "Did I make money today?" a long-term trader asks, "Did I follow my process? Did I make disciplined decisions?" When your focus is on the right actions rather than immediate results, profits naturally follow over time. I remember working with a trader named Emily. She only had $200 to start with and a full-time job. Every night she would spend an hour analyzing her trades, noting mistakes, and reviewing lessons learned. She didn't obsess over winning every trade. Some months she even lost money, but she stuck to her routine. A year later, Emily's account had grown steadily, not in sudden leaps, but in consistent, meaningful increments. By focusing on the long term, she avoided the burnout and emotional swings that trap most new traders. Playing the long game also means avoiding the get-rich-quick mentality. Social media and forums are full of stories about people who allegedly turn $100 into $10,000 in a week. While these stories are tempting, they create unrealistic expectations and destructive behaviors. Traders who buy into this mindset take unnecessary risks, often risking their accounts on high-leverage trades or guessing patterns without proper analysis. Millionaire traders know that wealth built too quickly is rarely sustainable. The goal is consistent, repeatable success, not gambling. Discipline is the backbone of the long game. It's easy to stick to a routine when things are going well, but the true test of a trader's mindset comes during challenging periods. Losing streaks, market volatility, and personal distractions test patience. Millionaire traders understand that these periods are temporary and part of the journey. They stay committed to their process, keep a journal of lessons learned, and focus on improving their skills instead of obsessing over temporary losses. Another aspect of playing the long game is maintaining perspective. Every trade, every win, and every loss is just a piece of a much bigger puzzle. When traders zoom out and see the bigger picture, they make more rational decisions. This reduces stress, improves judgment, and allows them to take calculated risks instead of reacting emotionally. Long-term success isn't built on perfect trades. It's built on smart, consistent decisions over time. One of the most overlooked components of the long game is financial planning outside of trading. Millionaire traders often diversify their wealth. They invest in education, personal growth, and other income streams while letting their trading account grow steadily. This prevents desperation, which is the biggest enemy of discipline. When your lifestyle doesn't rely on instant trading profits, you can truly play the long game, making decisions with clarity rather than fear. Let's talk about mental resilience. Playing the long game isn't easy. It requires patience, endurance, and self-control. Every trader faces moments of doubt, frustration, and even despair. The difference is how you respond. Millionaire traders embrace challenges as opportunities to learn. They view the market fluctuations not as personal attacks, but as natural elements of a dynamic system. They bounce back from mistakes quickly, learn from them, and move forward without letting past failures define their future. Building this mindset also involves setting realistic goals. Instead of expecting $1 million in a month, a long-term trader sets incremental goals, growing the account by 5% each month, improving risk management, or mastering a new strategy. These small victories compound into significant achievements over time. It's like climbing a staircase, one step at a time, rather than trying to leap to the top in a single jump. Storytelling is another powerful tool in cultivating the long game. Reflect on your journey. Write down your successes and failures. Share your experiences with a mentor or a community of like-minded traders. This practice creates accountability and perspective, reinforcing your long-term thinking. It reminds you that every trader faces ups and downs, and consistency is what separates the ones who succeed from the ones who give up. Ultimately, playing the long game is about transforming your mindset from seeking immediate gratification to valuing patience, consistency, and disciplined action. Millionaire traders see the market not as a quick payday, but as a long-term classroom. Every trade, every loss, and every small win is a lesson that contributes to their ultimate goal: sustained wealth and independence. By now, you should understand that the secret to growing $100 into $1 million isn't in exotic strategies or luck. It's in your habits, your mindset, and your ability to stay committed to the long-term process. Every trader who achieves this level of success shares one common trait. They played the long game. They understood that true wealth is the result of cumulative actions, compounded knowledge, and unwavering discipline. So, as you move forward in your trading journey, ask yourself, are you thinking in terms of weeks, months, or years? Are you willing to build slowly, learn from mistakes, and trust the process? If your answer is yes, you are already thinking like a millionaire. And when you embrace the long game, your $100 account transforms into more than just money. It transforms into the mindset, discipline, and confidence that will carry you towards lasting financial freedom.